Happy Super Bowl Sunday. I'm meteorologist Erica Martin with Weather Co-op, where weather meets community. And we have such an impactful weather week ahead. Of course, I have to talk about what's happening for Super Bowl Sunday. In fact, we have a new partner, Michael Lyle Jr. and his media company, Lyle Multimedia, out on the streets of New Orleans and right around the dome getting some information. He told us people are generally in great spirits, but there are a few people that are just a little extra hyped up. And there are always those. It's probably people like me. Because if anybody knows when it comes to football, you all know your girl has an attitude. I mean, I've got the biggest chip on my shoulder, especially when it comes to my team, which is a non-contender and will be for quite some time. But it doesn't matter. You know what? I'm not going to take that personally. We've got some great stuff happening. Shout out to Mike Vrabel. Okay, so we're going to look at what's happening today, right now. We're going to go over what's happening in New Orleans. That's, of course, really important. But we also have to discuss what's happening this upcoming week because we've been seeing a lot of snow across the East Coast, especially the Northeast. We, in fact, have some wonderful photos that have been submitted to us by our weather watcher, Dave Velez. He's one of our top weather watchers. So quick shout out to some of our weather watchers. We're so excited to have you on board. And thank you for your patience, especially over the holiday seasons. You guys were fantastic. But we're tracking really dangerous conditions for the end of this upcoming week across Southern California. Now, I mentioned this last week that the GFS picked up on something in about a week's time from this last stuff that we saw right on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, that last series of energy pieces that went through. I saw something later in the week, this week, but then I was like, I actually saw it on an 18Z run, guys, and it might not make a difference to you, but when you're talking to a meteorologist and you're looking at the different runs, it made a difference to me, but I thought, you know what, I'm not going to raise any awareness right now. Let's go ahead and focus on what's happening in the immediate situation, immediate term, and that was, of course, those rain showers that moved through. We did actually we had some reports of some light debris flow, some light debris just strewn along the PCH. And I do want to just mention that I saw some photographers who got some better stuff higher up and farther north along the PCH. I just didn't want to risk it. And so I just turned around and I came right back to the studio. Okay. So guys, of course, for today, our weather stories include everything that's happening in New Orleans. And we can see here, I'm going to zoom in a little bit closer and you're going to see if you are in that area, you are like, please help me. Somebody give me one of those little hats that spritzes water with a fan attached to it. I don't know what those are called. I'm sure it has a name, and the inventor, I'm sure, is worthy of the shout out. But somebody needs that, like the little spritzer with the fan today, because it is muggy. We're going to take a look at those dew points locally in just one moment. But first, you can see we've got our national weather situation going on. Yes, we still have some weather stories as far as winter weather goes, but we got to look ahead to see what's happening this upcoming week. Current conditions let's go first along the East Coast, right? Because they got a good amount of snow across parts of the Northeast. New Haven, 35 degrees, Boston, 29, New York, 35, Philadelphia, 37, Baltimore, 44. And then we have those warmer conditions right along Charlotte, Atlanta, Montgomery, Jackson, New Orleans, where we have really muggy conditions, right? Upper 70s current conditions. And of course, we've been talking about the fact that you might get a pop-up shower. And Michael confirmed that they got a pop-up shower early this morning. And the fog, that super fog, was a problem. Houston, 80 degrees. Corpus Christi, 79. Look at that air mass. Look at the contour right here, how much cooler it gets on the other side of the front. We've got 47 for Dallas, 42 for Oklahoma City, Amarillo, 43. 36 for Garden City, Rapid City, 30, Thermopolis, 27, St. George, look at you, even you're chilly right now, in the 40s, 63 for Los Angeles, San Diego, 65 degrees. And dew points right now are in the 60s in New Orleans. That's no surprise there, right? It's super muggy. Look at that southerly fetch. It's that southeasterly fetch there. It is warm, muggy, and just pretty uncomfortable. The good news is we've got the dome, right? So if anything, they can play indoors. If it's uncomfortable, they can set the conditions to be pretty ripe and pretty prime for these players to play optimally. Not my favorite type of football. I prefer when there are elements in the mix. That's always been my favorite. It's like, can the elements ruin a football game, or can the elements give one player an advantage versus another? That's always been my favorite type of football. But hey, when you can afford a dome and you decide to play in a dome, so be it. Okay. Let me go with our current weather conditions in and along New Orleans and Louisiana in general. Okay. And let's take a look quickly. I'm going to set that for you guys as one of our current settings for our new show element. There you go. So because I'm in real time with you guys, you're going to see that we have to set everything according to the actual location, because it does populate everything in real time here at Weather Co-op. So we've got a strong southeasterly flow for Covington, New Orleans, Morgan City, Baton Rouge, and then we get a southwesterly flow for Retreat, Oakdale, Lake Charles getting a southerly flow, Creole getting an east flow, and then Crowley at 65 degrees with a southwesterly push. Now I'm going to see what's happening right now. There is your frontal boundary. The low is sitting right along the border of Texas and Louisiana. It's moving along. The cold front is moving, and it's going to get a little bit cooler. Temperatures will drop by tomorrow, but we also have a chance for some thunderstorms as well, especially by Tuesday. Wow. On Tuesday into Wednesday, that's when weather hits the fan. Like, everybody's going to get wild weather across the nation, from the Great Plains to the Tennessee Valley. We're going to get a barrage of weather from Mother Nature. She's going to pepper us with a lot of stuff. Okay. A quick look at our Super Bowl kickoff conditions. I'm still going to leave temperatures in the 70s. Again, it's a dome. Wah, wah. It is what it is. I mean, it's fine. Do you have, hey guys, thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for joining. It's a dome. So whatever, do with that information what you will. We have one of our creative strategists calling. Hang on one second. Hey, honey, if you are on live stream right now, babe.
Okay.
You're live streaming to the world, so don't curse. I'm live streaming right now. I'm giving everybody the update on everything that's happening for Super Bowl, but we're also preparing for all of the weather in the middle of the nation. And of course, that heavy rain that we're expecting in California, Southern California, by Friday. I do think we're going to see major mudslides. All right, honey. So I'm gonna I'll call you back in just a bit, but go ahead and make sure you check out our live stream. Bye, honey. That's Honey Fauzan. He's an engineer. Bye. Brilliant guy. Brilliant guy. It's like, when you meet people and you're just like, thank you, God, I met this person. Him. And my husband's here. Babe, come here.
I'm here.
No, just say hi really fast, guys. My husband's here. Husband.
The abbreviated hi.
Husband.
Husband's here.
Husband. My husband.
Happy Saturday. No, Sunday.
He just came in on Saturday.
That's what a flight will do to you.
I know.
Mwah.
I miss
Hi,
my
everybody.
husband. Oh, he's got like makeup on. Lipstick.
Yeah, lipstick.
Love you, babe. My husband's been so amazing. He's just been so helpful. He's the only person that can just deal with my histrionics when I'm getting this all. We call him Saint J around here. My mom calls him Saint J. Okay. So, he's all like, my pleasure. Okay, guys, let's get back to what's happening. I feel like it's really muggy in here too, so I'm definitely dealing with my own issues. It's pretty muggy and warm in here. Which actually, let me take a look at our dew points in California, in Southern California. I know. Who do you think's gonna win, babe? As a Patriot fan?
As a lifetime Patriots fan, you know what? I have to say, fly, Eagles, fly.
Did they do that?
I did that to someone in the airport yesterday who had Eagles gear on. I even said to her, I said, you have to understand.
Come in, babe, come in.
I'm a lifetime Patriots fan, And for the first time in my life, I'm rooting for the Eagles, so
Come in.
I
There he
had
is.
to say "Fly, Eagles, fly" in the middle of Atlanta Airport.
Yes. No, and I saw a guy at Starbucks, and he had his Eagles gear on. I was like, I hope they win this year. I hope they don't give you that same crap call they gave you a couple years ago. He's like, I know. So I just really think this is all going to be up to the referees.
Let's hope it doesn't come down to that. Last year was very suspect at the end. Not appreciate that. 2 years ago was suspect with the Eagles. Did not appreciate that.
Let's just see this. Go ahead, babe.
We, as being Patriots fans, we've had our share of fair breaks over the course of winning 6 Super Bowls. So,
hey, by the way, did you see Bill Belichick's gorgeous girlfriend rocking one of the Super Bowl rings?
yes,
Oh.
whatever event they were going.
Oh, I'm so in love with them. They're
Bill-
just like so perfect.
Bill's smile.
Good for
It's
Bill.
like the Joker.
Like if my grandfather found a little piece of sugar like that, I'd be like, go for it, Grandpa. Okay, so look at this. We've got babe, let's talk about who they are.
Okay.
Let's see. Super Bowl head referee. So we have Mike Morton. The down judge is Max Causey. The line judge is Mark Stewart. Field judge Merle Robinson. Back judge Jonah Moore. Replay official Kevin Brown. Here we go. Kevin Brown is probably going to be replaying things that look super great for the Chiefs.
Yeah.
He's going to be like, you know what I just saw when I replayed it?
The best football is when they leave it on the field.
Katie!
Katie
is on. Katie, my girl.
Katie.
Katie from
Katie.
from Salt Lake City. The girl who does like the most amazing hair in the world.
Oh yes.
I've been dreaming of Katie tonight. I've got to book. I'm gonna actually just buy a session with her so that I already bought it, and then I'm just gonna get there. Katie, I love you. I miss you so much. My hair needs you. I'll be there. I'm just gonna buy a session, and then it'll just be purchased, and I'll get there. All right. So guys, let me tell you something. Those referees better not be cheating. We got names here. And then they do think that they're going to be all over Saquon. We'll get it together. Right, babe?
Sure. Hey,
Don't you hurt Saquon.
That's what I worry about too.
Let's go over these guys again. Yeah, who are the Super Bowl referees? Ron Torbert will referee Super Bowl 59. This is his second time refereeing. The last time serving as referee Super Bowl 56. Which one was that one? The time when they made the shit call?
Yeah.
This guy was purchased by the Chiefs. Can we say that?
Wow,
Allegedly.
say that.
Allegedly. I heard that's what allegedly. He's doing the same. The Eagles are going to win because they're going to win.
What does Katie think? I just
See?
read that.
Oh my God.
What was that?
Guys, I'm so excited. Listen, so we're talking about the the current dew points. And babe, I was also telling everybody that I'm super concerned about the heavy rainfall we're getting here at the end of the week. It's going to be really bad.
That system looks very, very powerful.
Super powerful. I'm super worried. So I'm gonna do a couple things around town. I'm gonna talk to a few people to see what they, if they might need some forecasts and stuff.
Rule out a few of those either.
What? Tornadoes.
Mm-hmm.
I know. And so, guys, in case you don't know, my stepfather died, so his funeral is on Friday, and he would want me to chase tornadoes. So I think that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna try and figure it out, and then we'll try to get there for Saturday. But that's gonna be really bad.
Okay, so great memory of Erica's stepdad when we chased the LA tornado 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember that he was the first call that you made?
Yeah.
I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
It was a brief tornado, but it did do some damage. and we were watching it from pretty good distance.
Yeah.
But as soon as Erica got back in the truck, he had to call. I had to tell her it was great.
Yeah.
So yeah. I think that might
I think it might be in his memory.
be
So
the
yeah.
worst of the cards.
And I'm sure like Hanif and Jose are like, heck yeah. They're like total adrenaline junkies.
We'll keep them to water spouts so that they don't do anything on land.
Exactly. So right now our dew points are in the 40s locally. All right. We've got 60s, right? Arklatex, the Gulf States, even 50s.
That's why he was sweating like
Yeah.
that. Oh, Lyle was.
Then we go up here, right? In case of the haves and have-nots, and look at that. All right, that's to be expected.
Moisturize.
You better moisturize. This is Jay's piece of advice. You better moisturize.
You know the drill. The tips of your fingers get cracked.
But that's really your tip. You better moisturize.
Well, bundle up. Yeah.
Bundle up. You better moisturize. I can't with my husband. He cracks me up sometimes, and I just don't know what to do with him. He's like, bundle up, kids. I'm like, okie dokie.
My mom used to put the chapstick on me when it was that cold. We're out the door. Oh yeah.
Okay, guys. So now you see here the Dubenskis. When the Dubenskis activate, what's our activate? We don't have an activate.
We're always activating.
We need an activate.
Oh wait, yes we did. We need an activate.
Okay.
Up and down, up and down.
Ow! You hit me with a ring.
Oh,
How about we do this? How we go?
Massive ring
this. How we go?
We're making this
slide.
Up. We go, everybody.
Slide with the other one. No, this. Slide.
It has to be.
No. Slide.
Yep.
Wait. No.
Okay.
Slide.
Wait, but why don't we do something that's tornadic?
Okay, guys, we're trying to come up with our like.
Help us out here. This is good.
Okay.
We're not an NBA team, so we don't like do this on a regular basis. But if we do that slide, but then we'll start at the bottom, and then just go farther and farther out, and then woo! That's the end at the top.
Okay, try it again.
All right, ready?
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
All right, so we go. What is it again?
Slide, small, a little wider, a little wider, a little wider, a little wider. Woo!
Okay, we think that's our.
We did it.
What is that called?
We'll have to call it the cyclone or something.
The cyclone. Okay, yeah. That's how we like when we're getting hyped up. That's what we do. Okay.
You saw it here first.
Sorry, here. Okay, one more time, babe. Woo! Only in weather is that cool. All right, so babe, we've got to talk about everything right now. Generally speaking, is quiet, right? Although we have some major snowfall totals. Okay,
digging out in New England, that's for sure.
Let's go ahead with our local storm reports. All right.
Okay. Just a few.
Whoa! Just a few. Nothing to see here, kids. All right, let's see here. Let's just go back to the last 6 hours?
12.
12 hours? Look at this.
That's pretty good.
Look at this. We've got so much snow over here. Shout out to our family and friends in the Northeast, in the Mid-Atlantic.
Wow. Man, they were all under winter storm warnings.
Yeah.
Along the coast.
Yeah. It's like there's so many.
Can't see the coast. That's okay.
Yeah, so this is exactly what we're looking at right now. I mean, let's just pull up anything. There's just like a million things here. Probably like, which one would you like me to pick up, Erica? There's a bunch.
Yeah.
Oh, actually close.
I think you just froze it.
I just froze the computer.
Wow.
I opened up everything and it was like,
what?
Oh my god. Okay, there it is. It's back. Oh, all right.
When your computer goes to white. Okay.
Ulster, New York.
Okay, makes sense. Let's see. See if we can go out.
Still thinking.
Follow the coast. Follow the coast.
Still thinking.
Bring it there.
Still thinking.
Let's get up
It's
near.
still thinking.
Let's get up near our friend
It's still thinking.
Corey.
It's still thinking.
Well, you.
I asked it to do like 87,000 things.
Storm reports.
Like, just give us. Well, here's the thing, though. Even if we go up off of one of our weather models over here, I mean, look what's happening, right? We've got things start off pretty quiet. Then by Tuesday, we get this system that ejects out of the southern plains.
Yeah, that looks like a southern runner.
Yeah.
For the Mid-Atlantic.
And then look at that, continues. And then look at this guy that develops.
It's that Thursday, Friday.
Okay. Like you said, your southern runner. Then what's this one over here, right? This is definitely going to be extra, convective. And then, what are we on right now? The 12Z run did not pick up on that precip. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let's see what this does. Okay. We're back.
It's just GFS, right?
We're back.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, babe. You run it through really quickly. Let me go get my hat. I'm going to get my Eagles hat.
Okay, she put me in charge. Wow. For a second.
I know.
Oh, you know what's great about that? You can't wear it in front of Chroma.
I know. Let's go, Eagles!
That was how Erica protested when the Eagles stole the Super Bowl from the Patriots.
Eagles, they didn't, baby.
What?
You think the Eagles stole?
Yeah, they did. Of course.
No.
You do not think that they purposely hurt him.
That's what you're supposed to do. No, it was It was when Belichick sat what's his face down.
Oh, that certainly didn't help.
That was it.
And then they hurt our only deep threat.
Because that's what you do in football. You hurt somebody to make sure they don't win.
Yeah.
No, it was what was his face that they sat down? Let me ask Dave. Who was it?
Fair and square.
Who was it that
I'm looking for these snowfall totals because I know that system overperformed a little bit. Let's just see.
Let me ask him. Gotta ask him.
Yeah, I have to ask him.
This is like a serious thing.
We do this all the time.
We do this all the time. Hey, who was the player that essentially lost the Super Bowl for the Patriots when they played the Eagles? Who was the guy that Bill Belichick
benched? She was thinking of the word benched.
Butler.
No.
Butler, and that's why we lost the Philly game.
The one for the Philly game.
Yep. Okay. Thanks, Dave. So we have some more updates. Okay. Bye.
Okay. So
we're on YouTube, and you're on YouTube now because people can hear you. Bye.
Looking at the updated snowfall totals, so mostly 4 to 6 inches.
Oh, yeah. We gotta get rid of that. Right.
Look at That's terrific.
Did somebody say lychee martini?
Wait, you with the link right now?
I'm excited to see the president come in. Okay.
Yes. Is it really the first time the president's been at the Super Bowl? That hasn't happened before.
Good old President 47. Yeah.
I would have thought that had already happened.
No, I'm psyched to see Barron and Melania. Who cares about Trump? I want to see Melania and Barron.
Yeah.
Okay. So, babe, we've got to take this off, right? Or do we have to remove Chroma off of this quickly?
Oh, yeah, sure. We can do that.
Woo!
We have the technology. You have
we
been
do.
removed. You have been removed.
So Michael was saying that some of the people were like kind of rowdy and loud. There were fights, and I was like, "Oh my god, was I there?" Because like I'm super rowdy when it comes to this. All right, guys. So
I've
this
seen it in action.
he has seen it in action. So let's get this in action, actually. So look, Jay, we have Sunday 2 p.m. Remember, it's looking at the middle of the country, so it's at CST.
Yep.
We'll get this going. Look what happens, like you're saying there. That system that's developing right around the Central Plains, right, Central High Plains.
Yeah, the first piece of energy looks like it runs through the Tennessee Valley.
Here.
Starts the Archaeopteryx, then runs into the Tennessee Valley.
Here.
Quick.
Yeah.
Looking forward. And then quick right. Where did that click? Okay, quick one. There you go. Yeah, that first piece develops, stays to the south of New England. That's definitely a mid-Atlantic runner, but does pick up a decent amount of energy because it will be able to tap through the Gulf of America and draw a good bit of moisture up due to its relatively southern position. It will move rather quickly, though, because there's no type of blocking mechanism now offshore off the East Coast, so the storms will be quick movers this week. But it's that second piece of energy that you see here that is oriented more toward the plains, up toward the southern part of the Great Lakes. That's where you start to see a little bit of a pattern change here, where there's, as I swing this through, I think I'm swinging it through. Erica makes the best graphics. Oh, this is West Coast. Nice. All right, I want to get back to the new view. Okay, here. We'll take this with the new. This is the current view.
Okay.
So you have the system ejecting off of the coast of Maine now. It's definitely moving out quickly. So clear day across the Northeast to dig out from the snow. And then with the way the battle of the air masses is setting up right now.
I just needed a kiss.
I need one too. So this is interesting because we really do have Northern Branch, Southern Branch jets somewhat meeting at this point across the middle part of the country.
Yeah.
And what typically does happen in those cases, you get the much warmer air to the south, much colder air to the north, and right across the Appalachians, right across the Tennessee Valley, that's where you'll see the genesis area for the storms to form. So this particular storm we just had a similar setup, the storm before it, and then this storm that'll be coming up for the early part of the week, same thing. What I'm beginning to see and what models are indicating also, moving forward when we get to the end of the week, it looks as if we're going to have more of an amplified pattern beginning to build, which is typical. I mean, it's mid-February in this area of the world. So a more amplified pattern means we have the tendency for stronger storms to work up towards Southern California.
Yes.
Stronger, colder storms to work up from the Gulf of Alaska and then around the tip up in southern Canada, burrow themselves through the plain states, and then curve up and along the East Coast. So that the worry, I don't say fear, but the worry is that if that pattern change occurs, which it looks like it's going to, we'll get into a several week phase where we could line up storm after storm after storm for the East Coast, where it's been relatively an easy winter for most of you out there. But I don't think that's going to be the case. Once we change this after the next 3 or 4 days, that's when you're really going to have to start looking out for some major storm threats beginning next weekend. And it's when you see those kind of storms set up, that's when you see the tendency for really wild weather around Southern California, and not wild compared to other parts of the country, but late February, early March is when we often see these systems come in that are very energetic. They do have a lot of destabilization in the atmosphere. They can produce water spouts, even brief tornadoes. It's when you can see lightning and hear thunder in Southern California, which always drives everybody crazy. And that's when you know the atmosphere is pretty loaded. It's just pretty loaded up, and you're getting temperature contrasts. You're getting everything that you need to develop large mesoscale type systems. Where it goes, whew, all I know is that I'm going to throw my mom's hat in the mix here. February 23rd is my mom's birthday, heavenly birthday,
Heaven birthday.
heaven birthday, and I can't tell you how many years over the course of her life was February 23rd one of the stormiest days on the calendar.
Let's look.
We have some.
Mom doesn't let us down. She's always about bringing it, making it rain.
When I talked to my father this
Look
week,
at this.
he said,
Look at that. All right.
Funny feeling.
I'm sure. But here, okay, so let's go back to other things here. Like overall, we're seeing a quiet condition. Let's go through some of the things here, Jay, which is our wind particles any day now. We're going to go ECM. We're going to use a European 9 kilometer at 10 meters. Then we'll go up to 850, right? Take a look at it really fast. See, ooh, wow. Okay. We like to go to 700. Ooh. Mm-hmm. Look at that. Ooh, okay. Now we're getting to the middle of the atmosphere at 500. And you're right. It's starting to get a lot more aggressive. Look what happens here. And let's just hit the jet stream quickly. We're just going to go with 250 because we can choose that here on our products.
So again, that's the reason why these storms are moving relatively quickly across the country right now. But the forecast is for a strong NAO to take shape, which would lead
North
to
American oscillation,
which will lead to a blocking ridge and will slow those upper levels of the atmosphere down, which means the systems will slow down. That's when you have to be on the alert for big time blockbuster snowstorms on the East Coast. Yesterday was a prime example of a storm that would have produced a blockbuster had it been caught in an NAO blocking high.
NAO blocking high.
Yeah, but because it just had the ability to move offshore immediately. You know, 2 to 4, 4 to 8.
NAO blocking high. NAO blocking high. Okay. You just have to say it fast. So I did. Okay. Jay's giving y'all a great updates, and I'm just kind of futzing around here. Okay. Mm-hmm. So here I am, guys. I'm back, and just not only. Yeah, I'm not only. Okay. Okay. So guys, no, you're good there. So you're right. So we're looking at this here. I want to kind of just go through this very quickly and show what happens by the end of the week. Look at that. And this is by Wednesday. Okay. So we're getting a lot of rain in Southern California, and that's going to be the biggest story for me across the nation. I know we've got big stories across the nation all in all, but that is a problem because we are expecting major rainfall totals, Jay. Major rainfall totals. Okay. Then let's just go ahead and look at our SoCal. Okay. We have a few pause points in here. Okay. Look what happens. Look what happens.
Okay. All right. So obviously, looking at over an inch of rain potential just based on this graphic alone for a bullseye over the areas impacted by the Palisades fire scar. But what you can also see in the wind barb, you can see the elements of rotation because it's within what we call the LA basin. And there's a kind of a geographical phenomena that exists in the LA basin to begin with, where you get a little bit of centrifugal motion. And when you bring in a strong storm system that has its own lifting mechanism and its own rotating cell structure, you can see the correlation where it can easily just spin, even if it's a small little water spout or something. It has the ability to do that, unlike any other place on the United States coastline.
Well, especially on Friday. Look at that. Look at these values. They're low. They're super low. They're like 500 to maybe 1,000 joules per kilogram. That's all we're seeing in Southern California. But to your point, I could see a tornado. Yeah, we very well could get a tornado on Friday in Southern California. So, yep.
The rain is absolutely the primary concern, though.
Oh, we got an update. Sound your okay broadcast. Let's see. Currently, Waterbury 31 winds at 6 miles per hour. Eagles in honor of my late brother-in-law. Oh, sorry. Yes.
Sorry.
Oh wow. Get a room, Doc Byron. Doc Byron's in Italy.
This guy.
Wait.
You got a room if you're in Italy.
Yeah. He just got here. So I'm so happy he's here. So, Doc, we are talking about the crazy amount of rain we're going to get later this week. It is unreal, guys, and I just want everybody to be ready because it's going to hit, and we're going to have to deal with a lot of debris flow. Even with the last one, some people were like, well, it's not going to be that bad. And I was just like, says who and where? Because I did see debris on the road. So now, you guys, we are teaming up right here to give you the most accurate forecast for Weather Co-op, where weather meets community. Anything else we should go through? Do you want to actually take a quick look at some of these here?
Yeah, actually, take a quick look.
I already have a couple items here set up. Okay. Oh, let's take a quick look at our future cast temps. This is always one of my faves. And then we take a look at our... It's so much more fun when Jay's here. I just have fun. And it's just like, I'm doing the weather, but I'm doing the weather with my husband. So it's just way fun. Okay, look what's happening here, babe. Look at all the battles there happening through Wednesday. Makes sense, right?
Sure.
Okay.
Temperature profile means when you get to February, early March, you really have to study what your thermal profiles are. Because you always do, but I think in particular, it tells you so much about potential for storm and storm track.
Wow. Let's look at our rainfall totals locally in SoCal, but I think it's going to be very impressive by the end of the week. I'm hoping we have one or two reporters there. There's actually one guy, Patrick Holmes. Is it Patrick Holmes?
Yes.
I'm hoping he gets time to join us. If he doesn't, we'll definitely...
Not Patrick Mahomes.
Patrick Holmes, yeah. He's pretty awesome. He'll give us, let's see, totals. Let's see, we'll just do a couple of these.
Okay.
Now, this will just lead us through the next couple of days, guys, for Malibu Hills. Okay, look what happens. You're starting to see an increase there, chance. So...
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Okay, let's see if I can go ahead and open this up and extend it for an extra day. Okay, give me one moment. I might be able to do that. Okay, let's see. So time range, we're gonna say next 72 hours. How's that?
Build it and they will come.
Build it. Let's see. Yeah, now it's pushing Monday.
Monday. That's right. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Is it pulling it up though? Might not be pulling it.
It's doing the wave.
It's doing the wave. Yeah, it's not.
You have to give it time to.
Yeah. Let me see. Here it is. We're gonna try and get this. We're gonna go next 72 hours. We're gonna start. We're gonna customize this. We're gonna custom set it tomorrow through Wednesday. Okay.
Yeah.
And let's see how that works. All right, guys.
What you guys don't know, looking that way, this way, that way. Her computer has more potential than like the last computer on the space shuttle. So
Shout out, Mike. for holding this puppy down for me.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got Tuesday. So let's just
Tuesday.
do a few more. Let me bump it out one more day. Sorry, guys. This is just where I have to get a little meticulous with you guys. It's all real time.
Well, I mean, we're model casting in a lot of this right now, but the tendency to see it in consistent model runs for the last 36 hours already puts a danger flag on it, because we know that if it's sitting out there for that many runs,
Mm-hmm.
there's a likelihood that we should start to think something's really going to happen.
Yeah, let's just, yeah, completely.
We'll know the specifics for a little while, but starting to hone in on it, which means everyone that lives up there is going to have to start paying more attention.
I mean, Malibu Hills,
Did live up there.
Altadena.
Yeah.
I mean, anybody in those burn scars by the end of this week, I think that's where we're going to be mainly covering, like probably live on location, because this is going to certainly be a very scary stretch, especially for all those heroes. We might maybe just do a drive by up there first to kind of prepare.
Yeah.
Like I said, that guy was really sweet. He's like, "You have to press pass." I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Want to come by?" I'm like, "Not really, not right." Because this is like hard when it's just me going out there, and I'm just like, I don't have a team with me. If I do have a few guys with me or gals, it'll help always. So, guys, I mean, I think that right now the biggest thing is the concern we have for this round of weather. Really, this is it, right? Yeah.
It's going to be a very busy week.
Yeah, very busy.
You know, it had been a very sedate November, December, most of January, but the switch got flipped, and I think it's about to get very busy.
It is.
And I think the snow is about to get very deep.
Very deep.
For some places.
All right, guys. With Weather Co-op, I'm meteorologist Erica Martin. This is my CTO and Skywarn Storm Spotter, and he happens to just be my husband. I just was like, what? That's like so cool. And we're super excited about.
One more time.
Oh, this is our new thing.
So, no. Hi.
Woo! Twista. It's a tornado. Okay, guys. We will keep you